Today we're going to show you how to set up and tear down our portable hoof trimming chutes. First, you would fold the chute up. This particular model has 3 functions. The table itself has 4 functions. So therefore we have a selector valve inside. This selector valve switches from the tilt to the drop legs. And there's the selector valve. We do have pumps with 4 functions, so you'd have all 4 functions on this. This particular table was ordered with 3 functions. Back here we have safety pins on the drop leg, on the hydraulic drop leg. We're just switching these legs from trim to travel position. We also fold the headboard in. These legs come down. Just stabilizing, right? Keep the chute steady when you're trimming so they're not bouncing all over. Now you're all set up for travel, so you can go down the road just like that. Now we're going to set it up again. So first drop your stabilizer jacks. It doesn't hurt to have this thing hooked to a truck or tractor. If you can. If you can't, then it will stand on its own. Just keeps everything more steady and without rocking. Stabilizing jacks down. Switch your stabilizer legs to the trim position. Drop our stabilizer links. Switch the selector valve to the tilt position from your legs to the tilt. And ready to trim. Here we have the butt pushing arm. This is recommended, but we also have a substitute gate if you don't want to use the butt pushing arm. I would recommend the butt pushing arm because it keeps the cows tighter in the chute, so she has less, she can thrash around a little less than normal. So at the front here, we have our headboard that folds away for travel. Just fold it out and lock it in for trim. This is a self-catching headgate. That's the open position, so when the cow comes in, she's going to want to try to go through. There is adjustment on this opening here with there's 3 holes top, 3 holes bottom. If you have a really big animal, you can eliminate that bar altogether. To release the cow, she can come right through here. So once you chase your cow in, push her in if she's not going in all the way. Snug her up a little bit. And then there is adjustment on these belly belts. If you have smaller animals or something, you can lift it up. If you've got bigger animals that lower belly, you can let them down. So once the cow's in there, you bring up the belt to her belly. You would typically not take her off her feet, but get some weight off of her. Once you got her nestled in there, you would tilt her up. So typically you would want to do the top back leg first. Tie her up, like all you have to do is string it through and then snap it in here. Some trimmers have a milk hose on there to protect the foot, but others just use chain. Then you would do the bottom back foot. Then you would do the top front foot, and then the bottom front foot for safety sake. And then you release them in the same manner. So now you're ready to trim. Here we have 2 batteries, two deep cycle batteries. And the battery charger. So when you're setting up for the day, you would get this battery charger out, hook it to one of the batteries, and it'll charge both of them. It's a 25 amp charger, so there's lots of juice there, and you keep it running all day. If you're only doing a couple thousand a day, you don't even have to hook the charger up to it. And again, for TearDown, you just tilt it up. This one we have to switch over again with the selector valve to go from tilt to the legs, to the drop legs. Change our stabilized legs to the travel position. This is basically a safety pin in case you broke a hydraulic hose going down the road. At least your drop leg's not going to hit the pavement and screw up the whole back end of it. So as you can see, setup time is minimal, like 5 minutes. You're ready to trim or go home. This hydraulic pump is a Booker Hydraulics, and they're manufactured in Canada and US. So the parts are readily available across Canada and US. It's a great pump, the best pump we ever had. Basically, lift your stabilize your legs a little bit. Your battery and battery charger up, and basically the headboard. And you're ready to go home for the day. There are several grease fittings on this machine. There's one on every bearing. You don't have to do them very often, maybe a couple times a year. You don't want to over squirt them, otherwise you'll blow the seals. There's 2 here on this pivot arm. Maybe a better shot from the back here. This pivot arm here has a couple grease fittings on it. There's 2 on these bearings up here. That's about it. They're all marked with grease point, so yeah, so we're ready to go home.